Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, we are updating a classic focaccia. Focaccia is one of my favorite breads on the actual planet. I love all breads. I'm really not someone that's going to turn away any bread. Focaccia is one of those things though that's very iconic, and it is so spectacular when made right, and I feel like this is the ultimate. It is so simple, so easy. It is so fluffy, the air pockets, it's just incredible. It's incredible. It's tender and it's spongy and it's bouncy, and then the top is a gorgeous golden brown color. The edges get crispy. You can top it with whatever you want. I'm going classic garlic rosemary just to show, because today I just want to show you the focaccia process, and when you see how simple this is, you'll understand why we make it a lot. I made it for Reels last week. I made it for our neighbors. I made it for us. My girlfriend came over last weekend for dinner. I made it for us. It's just so delicious, and it's so easy because you can make the dough the night before, slow rise in the fridge overnight, and then just take it out about an hour or so before you proceed with the next step. But it's easy enough that you can do this all in one go. Okay, hush babe. I need my spatulas. Okay, what we have in here is all-purpose flour, sugar, and salt. I'm gonna add all this to my standing mixer. I really don't know why I didn't already have my dry ingredients in there, but you know what? While we're here, let's mix in the yeast. I use instant yeast. I use the SAF brand. I get it online, but a lot of times you can also find it in grocery stores. If you are working with active dry yeast, you're gonna wanna bloom it in your warm water, but when you're working with instant, you don't have to. And that takes a full tablespoon, baby, because it is a big boy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Give everything just a very gentle little mix. And we're gonna add all the dry ingredients to the base of a standing mixer. If you don't have a standing mixer, you can do this by hand. However, I've been very honest, and when I say that for me, unless it's a no-knead Dutch oven bread, which I have a recipe on, breads don't come out the same if I don't use a mixer. It just takes all that time for to activate all the gluten and all the things, so it works better with a mixer. You're gonna add warm water and a good 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. So let's do 4 tablespoons because I don't have my 2, 3, 4. Perfetto. Add this in, and now just let this knead on medium speed for about 3 to 4 minutes. I will show you what it looks like when it's there. That looks simply perfect, my darling. Get it all out. I use a little dough scraper here, just easy. And then just plump it in an oiled bowl. This is the point where if you want to make this ahead of time, make it the night before, cover it, stick it in the fridge, and then tomorrow take it out about an hour before you're about to do the next thing. Now let me show you. Through the magic of television, and because I simply sleep better at night when I have extra bread lying around, we have one already made because I ain't waiting the next 2 hours. Look at this. That's been rising for a good 2 hours in a really nice warm spot. You want it to really rise slowly, and it is going to be so good. You're just gonna have to wait. Now, I've got a 9 by 13 baking pan here, perfect size for this. A little olive oil on the bottom, extra virgin. When it comes to focaccia, you really want that good extra virgin because it does make such a big difference. Where is my... You know, it's like I don't even cook in this kitchen. Something fell, but it's okay. I like to brush the sides of the pan. Just really give that pan a lot of olive oil loving. Perfetto. Okay. Now we're gonna get this out of here and into the pan. Just see if I can handle this one-handed. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Okay. Now, obviously, it deflates as you maneuver this, which is totally normal. Move aside, Move aside. Now, there we go. Because it's important that that olive oil is everywhere. Okay, that's perfecto. I'm going to go ahead and cover this with plastic wrap, and that's gonna have to rise again. Could take an hour, could take 2 hours. You really want this to be spectacular and well risen. Don't be afraid of the olive oil. Focaccia is as incredible as it is because as it bakes, all of that olive oil kind of seeps through the bread, and it is so good. It's so good. Okay, I'm gonna cover it, let it rise, and then we move forward. That looks gorgeous. It was actually even more risen, but once you take off the plastic wrap, it starts to deflate a little bit, which is fine. Now you're just gonna take some olive oil on your hands because I don't want, your hands will stick, it's primarily your fingers. You're just gonna go in here and it deflates, but that's okay because the key here is that third rise, and then we don't touch it after that third rise, and that is what makes it incredible. So I'm just going to stud some slivers of garlic all around because for me personally, garlic and rosemary on focaccia is just my favorite combination. It's just so classic. It goes with everything. Sandwiches are delicious with it. It's just delightful. And I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. I need to wipe my hand. Hold on. Pause. Salt. Needs salt. And ordinarily I use fresh rosemary, but I don't always have it. However, I do always have dry rosemary, which is just fine. I'm gonna cover this again, except this time I'm gonna cover it with a lint-free towel and just drape it over the whole thing. And I'm gonna let it rise for, again, another 45 minutes or so. And in the meantime, get your oven really hot at 400. And then I will show you the next step. It doesn't need any more olive oil because remember we put so much olive oil underneath and then we flipped it over and it all seeped into the dough. And there's still a little bit more on top. It's just perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and let this rest. Like I said, a lint-free towel just draped on top. Let it rest, let it rise, and then we bake. Look at that. Now at this point, don't touch it. Leave it the way that it is. Try not to deflate it. It's perfect. In a hot oven at 400, it only takes about 20 minutes or so until it's really lovely, gorgeous golden brown. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. This beauty was in the oven for 25 minutes and it is absolute perfection. Look at the color. I let it rest for like 5 minutes. It should definitely rest longer, but who am I kidding? It's got great, great crunch. It's still steaming. Look how spongy and bouncy and just soaked up olive oil. And it is a thing of absolute beauty and dreams. Don't think I'm gonna cut this straight for even a second because if you know me, you know that's just not possible. That's just not how I roll. Look at that. Look at the height of that. That's definitely a 2-inch rise right there. It's perfect. It has my name written all over it. It's like the best. It's got such great texture on the outside, but it's so fluffy. It's out of this world. Go to laurainthekitchen.com for the written recipe. I hope you enjoy spending time with me. I will see you in the next one. Bye.